Hello, today we are here at the Jumeirah Gulf of Bahrain. Let's get to know more about Jumeirah Gulf of Bahrain from the General Manager, Thibault de Vries.
Well, I graduated from a fairly well-known hotel school in Switzerland, the École Hôtelière de Lausanne, in 2005. And then with the Hyatt International Hotel Company, I moved around the world quite a bit. I was in Singapore, Bangkok, Paris, Johannesburg, South Africa. Then we spent almost 10 years in Russia, twice in Moscow and once in Sochi, where was the Olympic Games in 2014, before moving to Qatar for the World Cup about 2 years ago now. And since last December, the privileged general manager of the Jumeirah Gulf of Bahrain. I don't think I have really one big achievement. I think in all the hotels and properties where I was fortunate to work in, we've always managed to improve the guest experience. We've always managed to improve the financial situation of the hotel. And I think what for me is the biggest achievement in almost all of the hotels where I worked in, I still have people I speak to on a regular basis now. We make connections for life with our colleagues and with our guests as well. And I think that has brought me a lot of richness in my career, and I would consider that as one of the biggest achievements actually. Well, I think first of all adaptability is key here. Me traveling to a new country, to new cultures, to a new way of doing things, getting to know the people and the local ways of doing things is key when you move around as much as we have done, right? And in all these areas or regions where I was fortunate to live, you pick up a few things and you take them along to the next destination. And so coming here in Bahrain, I think with a little bit of experience of Qatar, which helped me in the GCC, but in general also the welcoming of your guest, the focus on getting the details right, making sure that guest experience from A to Z is perfect, all that I bring along from all the experiences I've had in all over the world. And so welcoming guests from different parts of the world is also fairly easy for me because I know what is their expectations. I do speak a few of the languages as well, so that helps. So it makes the guest also feel very warm and welcomed at the hotel. Some of the first few steps we are taking and have taken now is really to build a base and fixed colleague team. It is through our colleagues that we bring our experiences to life. It is our colleagues that make sure that the guest is welcomed properly and has a great experience in our hotel. So I'm really trying to find motivated, young, eager colleagues to join our property and really build up the reputation of this property. And that goes along then with the guest experience. It's really painting like an individual painting each time the guest comes and arrives to us, making sure we know why they are coming to us and delivering on this and even trying to exceed and really surprising them. I call it creating wow moments. It's not difficult most of the times, but we need to make sure we execute on that. One more is really to activate a few more activities in the hotel. As you know, we are a small distance away from Manama, so when guests come here, they really stay with us within the resort for maybe 2, 3, 4 or longer days. And we need to make sure that we can provide them with different types of restaurant offerings, different types of activities. We have a beautiful cinema, for example, so we need to make sure that we can create different movie evenings. We have an amazing award-winning spa. We have now 4 different restaurants. We just opened the new adult-only experience at our infinity pool, Marimas. So these are all some of the activations that we're really still trying to put in place to really create that full-on resort experience for our guests. I think diversity in your team is key to having a great team delivering on the experiences to our guests. And we purposely look for certain individuals as well when we do the recruitment. So whether it's gender or religion or background or nationality or skin of color or whatever there is, for us it's very, very important to have this base and this mix of people in our team. Obviously, for me, very important is that we hire on attitude, motivation, that we hire on passion. All the, let's say, more skilled activities, we can train, we can guide, we can coach. When I'm doing the interviewing, for me, key is really the attitude of the person. Does he or she have some humor? Whether the person is aware of what's happening around the world. Our guests travel the world and they know what's happening around the world. So if we want to create a connection with the guest, we also need to have some understanding about what's happening in and around the world. So those are some of the things I'm always looking for when I'm selecting candidates. So Jumeirah really started off 25 years ago with the iconic Burj Al Arab hotel in Dubai. And if you look at the logo at that time, it was like flame. And the flame, I was explained because I don't speak Arabic yet, but it's Jumeirah means in Arabic warmth. And this is where we want to really exhibit more what Jumeirah is delivering. If you look carefully now, you'll see kind of three flames. One is generosity, which is very important when we are hospitable and when we welcome guests. Two is joy. You know, you're coming here for fun, you want to have a great time, you want to have a great memory in the hotel, so joy is a big part of that. But the center flame really is about warmth. And warmth is about welcoming our guests to our house and providing that warmth of hospitality, providing that bed if needed in the old days. So that's really something where we want to focus over the next few months and years. It's not something radically new, I would say, to Jumeirah. Our service standards and our experience and our reputation is built on that already. We just want to go kind of a step further to really express that more. And we want to really bring to life guest touch points or guest experiences related to these three flames over the next few months. Well, I think if you look at our property, I think we are the only real resort in Bahrain. We are, I think, the only hotel where you enter in and you really disconnect from Manama, or you really disconnect from the rest of the island. We are really a bubble of relaxation, a bubble of fun, a bubble of an amazing beach. So I think when guests do take the drive to come here, they really want to get away from it all a little bit, let's call it like that. We are in the process also of creating special retreats. Secondly, I think if you look at our resort, we are the latest 5-star hotel luxury in Bahrain to join. We offer pretty much unparalleled facilities and experiences. We have 5 different types of swimming pools. We have an 800-meter beach. We have our own 36-seater cinema. We have a 2.5 square meter award-winning spa. And all these attributes really create that wow experience when the guest comes here. Well, we are a great resort for families already, and now we really wanted to create something for the adults only. So we created our Marimas, our infinity pool adult only experience. So every Thursday, Friday and Saturday, this is only accessible for adults. And we have a live DJ playing from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We have some great food selection from a mix of Peruvian and Mexican cuisine. And we have some fire show as well happening every evening. So I think all those attributes make it a really unique experience. Well, we are very fortunate that all our swimming pools are temperature controlled. So even when it's very hot in here, you can still have a cool dip into all our swimming pools. Plus, of course, we have our amazing beach right behind me here, 800 meters. It does get a bit warmer, the water, of course, but I think it's still fresh. And as I've said before, we are on the southwest coast. So as you notice, we always have a little bit of a breeze, which does bring in some cooler temperatures, or at least it feels a little bit more cool when you're out here. So as I said, adaptability is key, I think. You have to be flexible, you have to keep an open mind. It's very important that you can adapt to a change very quickly, make a fairly quick decision. I think empathy is a big one as well. This is harder to train or to learn or to study for. I call it the EQ instead of the IQ. It's very important. You are continuously busy with people, continuously. Whether it's my colleagues, whether it's my guests, whether it's partners, whether it's the owners, you're continuously busy with people, and that's where a lot of empathy must come from. I've always said hospitality is an industry, especially in the operations of a hotel, where passion is needed. We do work sometimes hard, we do work long hours, and I believe that if you're not passionate about this industry, you will not stay very long in this industry. So I think passion for hospitality is key also. For young graduates or young people wanting to enter the hospitality industry, as I said, very important for me is learn the operations first. Don't expect coming out of a good school that you are now suddenly ready for the manager position or the general manager position. You need to get the understanding of what are the operations involved in on a daily basis. Which department communicates with which department need to work together properly to make sure the guest experience is well delivered. Sometimes it's hard work. Sometimes it's some resilience as well. You know, sometimes guests can be pretty demanding, sometimes even unfair. So you need to sometimes be, yeah, definitely. It happens fairly often that we need to just say, okay, 5 seconds, and then we continue the discussion. This happens. But I would say it's an amazing industry. Not one day is the same as the other day. I would like this hotel to be an iconic resort in the GCC area at least. I think we have all the facilities and attributes to make that happen. We still have a long way to go, of course, from a guest experience point of view, from a marketing point of view, from really building that reputation up. As you said, it's only a 1 year old and I'm here only for a few months. So that takes time. And as you know very well, reputation takes a long time to build up, but you can lose it in 1 second. And so that's really where we need a few more years to build up this reputation. But if one day I will leave and I look back and I said, okay, we started at that point with the hotel. We have identified some challenges that we need to improve. And then I think after 3, 4, 5 years when I leave, say, okay, let's look back. Have we dealt with those issues? Hopefully we say to a majority of those, yes. Hopefully the Bahrainis and the people in Bahrain will recognize this as the best resort on the island, and even maybe in the GCC moving forward over the next few years.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's a very insightful answer, and I wish you best of luck, and I hope you're here for many years.
Thank you.